Wake up every morning, and for one brief second, just one, you feel it. That feeling, like today could be different, like today you'll finally start. But then, you reach for your phone, you scroll, you watch, you wait, and before you even get out of bed, the day has already been stolen from you. And you call yourself lazy. You say, I have no motivation. You say, maybe tomorrow. But what if I told you it was never laziness? What if the real reason you keep stopping yourself is something much deeper, much quieter, much more painful than you're ready to admit? His name was Rayan, 24 years old, smart, sensitive, full of ideas, the kind of person who at 2 in the morning writes down a plan that could change his entire life. He'd write everything down, wake up at 5, exercise, read, build something, become someone. And when he wrote those words at night, he believed them. He really did. But every morning, the alarm would ring, and Rayan would lie there, staring at the ceiling, waiting for something he couldn't name. His friends called him lazy. His father once said, "You have potential, son. Just don't know where it went." And those words, he stayed. He sat inside his chest like a stone. Because deep down, Rayan knew something was wrong. He just didn't know what. Months passed. Rayan tried everything. He downloaded apps for discipline. He watched videos about morning routines. He bought a journal. He never wrote it. He set alarms, ignored them. Every Sunday night, he'd feel this fire. This week would be different. Every Friday, he'd sit in the same spot, feeling the same shame. The worst part? It wasn't even the wasted time. It was the conversation inside his head, the one that ran on repeat every single day. You started again and stopped again. You'll never change. Who do you think you are? And slowly, quietly, Rayan started to believe it. Stopped telling him about his dreams, because every time he did, a voice inside him whispered, "You won't follow through. You never do." So he stayed small. He stayed safe. He stayed stuck. One evening, Rayan went to visit his uncle, an old man, simple life, small house. But there was something about him, a stillness in his eyes that Rayan had always noticed but never understood. They sat on the rooftop after dinner. No phones, no noise, just the sky. After a long silence, the uncle spoke. "Rayan, can I ask you something?" Rayan nodded. "When you imagine the best version of yourself, the disciplined one, the focused one, the one who actually builds something, how does he make you feel?" Rayan thought for a moment. "Inspired," he said. The uncle nodded slowly. Then he asked again, "And what else?" Rayan opened his mouth, then stopped, because the honest answer surprised even him. "Scared," he whispered. The uncle didn't say anything for a while. Then quietly, he said, "That's your answer, son. You are not afraid of failing. You are afraid of succeeding. Because if you try, truly try, and you become that person, then you have no more excuses, no more hiding, no more maybe one day. It becomes real. And real things can be lost, so your mind keeps you small, to keep you safe." Rayan sat in silence. The city hummed below. The stars above didn't move, and something inside him cracked open. He didn't sleep that night, not because he was anxious, but because he was thinking, really thinking, for the first time in a long time. He thought about every goal he'd abandoned, every morning he'd wasted, every plan he'd written and never followed. And for the first time, he didn't feel shame. He felt understanding. He saw it clearly now. Every time he got close to becoming better, he found a reason to stop. Because progress was unfamiliar. Because growth meant leaving behind the person he'd gotten comfortable being, even if that person was suffering. The comfort of staying the same was safer than the uncertainty of changing. And that night, Rayan made a decision. Not a dramatic one, no big speech, no long plan, just one quiet promise to himself. I will stop running from my own potential. I will feel the fear and do it anyway. The next morning, the alarm rang. Rayan lay there for a moment. The old pull was still there, the urge to scroll, to delay, to disappear. But this time, he recognized it for what it was. Not laziness, fear. And he got up anyway. Here is what nobody tells you about discipline. It is not about motivation. It is not about willpower. It is not even about habits. It is about identity. The question is never, can I do this? The real question is, am I willing to become someone who does this? Because that is what growth asks of you. It asks you to leave behind the version of yourself that had the excuse, the version that said, I'm just not that kind of person. And that is terrifying. Because what if you try and you're not enough? What if you build something and it falls apart? What if you become someone new and you lose the people who knew the old you? These fears are real. They live inside your chest. But here's the truth. Staying small does not protect you from pain. It just guarantees a different kind of pain. The slow, quiet pain of watching your own life pass you by. Of being the person who always had potential, but never let it breathe. You are not lazy. You are afraid. And fear, when you finally see it for what it is, loses half its power. Rayan didn't become perfect overnight. He still had bad mornings. He still fought the old voice. But now he knew what the fight was really about. Not against time, not against circumstances, against the part of him that was too afraid to find out what he was truly capable of. And slowly, one morning at a time, he began to win. So let me ask you something before you leave. What is the one thing you keep putting off? What is the dream you've written down and abandoned? What is the version of yourself you're afraid to meet? Because that version is not gone. It is just waiting, quietly, patiently, for the day you stop being afraid of it. That day can be today. Not because everything is perfect, not because the fear is gone, but because you finally understand what the fear means. It means you're close. It means it matters. It means it's real. Don't let another morning be stolen from you. If this story touched something inside you, like, share, and subscribe to the Wordy Tales, because someone out there needs to hear this today, and maybe you were meant to be the one who sends it to them.